Hello and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be using the Guardian of the Night Tarot and also the Rider-Waite Tarot deck as well. What I'm going to be doing is I went ahead and I pulled all the major arcana out of the Guardian of the Night Tarot. Because in this guidebook here, it gives you when one of the major arcana show up, what is the question you need to ask yourself? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and use this major arcanas to find the question of this reading, okay? So let's go ahead, get this card out for you. What question? What question? We could even say what subject even, you know? What question is the tarot going to answer on? Got the Justice card. Got the Justice card. It's a bat with its wings spread clear out, standing on a sword with a red ribbon wrapped around the sword, and a bunch of pretty daylilies in the corners. Justice. Let's see what the question is for the Justice card. Okay, it says, are the decisions you make today based on logic and wisdom, or are you letting expectations cloud your judgment? Okay, so this is also something that you can reflect on as well. Just ask yourself this, you know, when you're in a dilemma here. Are the decisions you make today based on logic and wisdom, or are you letting expectations cloud your judgment? Okay. So let's see what the tarot cards want to say. I want to bring us a message on this question of justice. Justice and judgment, decisions. One more time. Okay. King of Cups showing up in the first card here for you. Okay, I'm just going to pull all the cards and show them to you, then we'll get into your reading. Alright, so the energy around you is the king, the energy, and you are being represented by the King of Cups. Your higher self, Seven of Wands. Fighting against something. You're fighting against something in this decisions. Two of Pentacles, something to have awareness, something you need to have awareness on. Juggling. Looks like a scale, the Justice scale, right? Hermit's coming in next. And the final card is going to be Seven of Swords. Alright. So I'm going to pull the camera in so you can see the cards better, and we'll get right into your reading here on your question that's related to the Justice card of the Guardian of the Night Tarot. Alright. Let's go. Okay. Alright, so our first card is going to be the King of Cups. Let's just put these over here. The first card was the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is showing that you are someone that has control of your emotions. And things around you may be seeming like they're, they're falling apart around you, or things just aren't working in the correct way. And also, the king is representing you as someone who likes to sympathize and help others through experiences. You help others through your experiences that you have had. So you could be someone of like a storyteller, perhaps, or someone that likes to, to give out and help, and share your stories to help them overcome their emotions, and like you. So this king is representing you. So then your second card was Seven of Wands here. Now this Seven of Wands in this position is somewhat kind of portraying your higher self. It's something that you know that you may have just let it go aside a little bit. All right, your higher self is something that you know that you may need some reminding of. And this is saying that it's time for you to be assertive. You may be feeling like everyone is coming at you, right? And wants a piece of you, or wants your guidance. But again, you have to remember that, this King of Cups here, this is what the King of Cups is representing is what you like to do, is what you do. But sometimes it can be a little overbearing when everybody's coming at you for advice, right? But you have as you can see, you have a very good footing. You have a very good footing about yourself. In other words, you pretty much stay grounded and keep yourself stable, because you are very good at controlling your emotions. And this card is also telling you that by the way this guy is standing, again, that you have a very good stance, right? And that you can overcome anything that is troubling you. Because you can see he's guarding yourself here against all these other, guarding yourself perhaps against some situations or people that keep asking you for advice, or this could even be because we were talking about the bat, right? The Justice, about decisions, right? So this could also mean that you have a lot of decisions to make, but you are well-footed. You're well-footed, and you guard yourself, and you're going to keep your emotions steady. Okay? And then our third card, your third card was the Two of Pentacles here. And before, when I first pulled this card, I said there's some balance, right? There's balance here. So this is something, this card is coming through with awareness for you, and telling you that you don't have to. You don't have to balance out and juggle your life along with all these others, here, along with all these others. You don't have to do that. You don't have to. So, in other words, just have awareness of what you're trying to balance in your life or at this time, and use your judgment, and use your own judgment. Not what others, not what others expect of you. Okay? So, In other words, control your emotions at this time. Speaking of the king again. So this card is telling you to remember to control your own emotions. And also, he's also reminding you to be the assertive, to use your assertiveness. To keep yourself in balance, to keep justice within yourself. Right? The justice. Okay. Then your next card was the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Oh, I'm sorry, we went out of order here. Your next card's the Hermit. Hermit, this was your final card. Okay, so again, I want you just to remember the question here that this justice and this bat was bringing forward to you as we go along through the rest of your reading here is, are the decisions you have to make today based on your choice, or are you letting others' expectations cloud your judgment? Okay? Alright. So the Hermit. So the Hermit was your next card. Now the Hermit here, he's coming through, and he's acting as kind of like a guide to you, okay? He's portraying a guide and is portraying someone that you can trust, okay? So in your life right now, there may be someone that you can trust, unless you're going to be, unless you're going to put your trust in your own instincts, right? And to go within, because this is what the Hermit is doing, right? He's going within himself and pulling out his instincts and his own intuition on how to very possibly, do this decision that you need to make, and to make sure that you're doing it out of logic, doing it out of logic and not out of the expectations of others. So the Hermit is coming through as being that guide, and to remind you of your very first card here. So he's telling you to trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Go within, and go within, and go within, and act out to what you believe in, Okay? Alright, so the final card then is the Seven of Swords here for you. Now the Seven of Swords uses assertiveness. This is representing assertiveness as well here. And you can be very clever and independent on your own, right? You're always be having your one foot. You're always going to have one foot in front of the others, okay? In front of the others. As you can see, there's a tents back here, a community, right? This could be your friends, your co-workers, whomever this little community here in your situation is representing. You're always going to have a one foot in front of the others. And when we look here at these feet, you have to remember that here, right here, you're sure-footed, right? You're sure-footed. So again, you're grounded. So you always have one foot in front of the others. But also this card is also representing to you to be very careful. Now, You know, that he again is being very clever by keeping one foot in front of the other and keeping the eye. He's also keeping his eye on someone, all right? So it's very possible that there is someone right now who's possibly trying to steal your ideas from you, okay? Trying to steal your ideas. They're trying to get out in front of you. They're trying to work their way to get out in front of you. You know, so again, so keep the wits about yourself here, and you will succeed in your decision that you need to make. All right? And that is your reading. And I thank you. Have a great day. Bye now.